come to table talk today. It's just me and Robin today. And
just the two of us, huh?
Yeah, and I was on her trip, but I still bother her. I text her.
That's always good, huh?
Yeah, to ask her a little bit about what we're going to talk about, because you mentioned she has some experience. So,
right? So it just goes to show you, if you go on vacation here, you're really not on vacation.
Yeah.
Because we keep you working.
Sorry.
Which is always good, right?
I don't know what she would say, but
right?
I feel like she'll be okay with it because it's me,
Right? We love Emerald. Yeah, she's our favorite.
I just bother all of you. Okay, I kind of want to go through the comments we had from last episode because I read some good comments and then I feel bad when other people don't get to see them as I do when I read them. So I'm just gonna read some of them. So 2 weeks ago we talked about how you like handle your sewing stress with you and Anna. So these two people, Karen in Ohio, she mentioned that when she's tired of stitching, she just take a walk. Even a short one helps. And I'm like, yeah.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
Because to walk away from that and, like get some fresh air, which is always good.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
And then people say, like, walks are good for your mental health anyway. So I'm like, okay,
so it's a win-win, right?
Really good, yeah. Probably not in cold. I don't know. Like, in cold weather, I just like, I don't want to. But, like, when you're outside, you're still like, oh, my gosh, this feels different.
Right. And we have to be careful here, too, because we get an inversion. And so then...
yeah.
That's not good for our lungs. But, if you get up and you're still just walking around the house, do a couple, laps and walk up and down the stairs, I'm sure does you good.
Just remove you from the space.
Go eat some ice cream. That makes everything better, right?
Okay. That's a good point. Just walk.
Then we really need to take a walk if we're going to eat some ice cream.
Yeah. I don't know. You just make yourself walk, I guess.
Right. No, I think that's an excellent idea.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen. And Christina Carr, she says when she's tired of sewing, she just crocheting it or painting. And then I'm like, I don't know. We have such talented audience. They
right?
I
think we do. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I would love, in my head, I think I would love to be able to paint, but
I know. Like, I'm able to like stitch or sew to my design. And then sometimes they don't look ugly, but like I just cannot paint. They're like so delicate, they're so precise that I don't know how to do that.
It would be fun to be able to learn, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to go do one of those classes where you all paint the same thing, right? Make Kathy go with us and that's what we need to do. Let's close the store and all let's learn how to paint.
I think you just want the store to be closed.
Well, if we can't go to Disneyland, at least we can paint, right?
I feel like rather just like every idea we'll close the store and then we'll all go do it together.
Right.
Which is good too. Oh, Kathy's
do you have some
here.
cute stuff to show?
She does.
Yeah, these are
Pats.
These are from Pats.
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
We're going to show them. This is our Pats finish. You want to hold this one?
Right. Look how cute this is.
So
that is adorable. Who's that by?
This is by,
I think it's Artful Offerings.
Artful Offerings.
Yes, Artful
They have some really cute patterns.
Were you
really
going
like
to
those.
stitch this one as well? I thought I saw you pick up some.
I do have this pattern. I do have it. But from them, I have that. What's the houses one called?
The houses one. Oh, the blue one?
Yeah, except for I changed my threads to red.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I didn't want, I like blue, but I'm more of a red.
Sorry, we make Kathy walk.
He has to do the work for us.
It looks so different from the pattern.
I know.
The color. It looks more like orange-ish.
Yeah, it does. It's really cute, though. It turned out adorable.
Yeah. Oh, the pink. Oh, this is the one.
That's the one.
I'm doing it in the blues and you're doing it
in the reds. We should show them next time and be like, look, this is how much different.
Yeah.
because it's fun.
So are your letters all gray as well?
Yeah, my letters are gray. I kept that color,
Mm-hmm.
but then I just changed all the blues to red.
Okay.
And it's really cute. I should have brought that today, but you know.
So yeah. And then the other week we talk about my mom, Chantilly.
Look how cute this
When people are
is.
in here
Look at this bunny.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
Her spring colors are really soft.
Mm-hmm.
And then just nice.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, cute little.
Oh, it says I
Use it
love
for.
you.
You could use it for, from now till, what you do.
I don't know.
Forever.
Easter.
Yeah, for Easter.
Yeah.
I would this would be something I wouldn't mind having up all the time, except for, you know, the Christmas and fall. Yeah.
Because of the pinks.
Yes.
Probably.
And
the soft.
Because the pinks.
Because of the pinks.
Because of the pinks.
Okay. And then I'm gonna finish. So sorry.
No.
Oh, some PSA time. The So Scrappy Spools now club is now open. A Facebook group is open. So we put the link on the front page of our website. It's on the first image of our casserole. That image that keeps moving. It's on the first.
Okay.
And then if you click it, you can just go to the group and then you can ask to join it. PSA time. And then Kathy mentioned, it's just all the mess I'm going to talk about. Kathy mentioned that when she's tired of sewing, she reads.
Yes.
And then Sally Dixon say the same. And then I'm like, how does your eyes still work?
Right?
Yeah.
No. I you know, when I get to that point, it's like some good old TV watching. You know, some HGTV, some
Yeah, you don't have to
Real
focus.
Housewives, some,
Yeah.
you know, Gilmore Girls.
I love
Something.
Gilmore
Okay,
Girls.
so I have to tell you a funny story about that. The other night, on Sunday night, my boys wanted to stay up. My husband and daughter went to bed. So then, you know, I got left with 3 boys. And they started turning on some YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Guess what I watched? How to lift a Suburban. The difference between Ford and Chevy. And then the different, like, they were comparing trucks and stuff like that. And I was like,
That's why
really?
you watch?
I stayed up for that? I gotta learn how to lift my Suburban.
Wait, you didn't fall asleep?
Oh, no.
So my husband will watch like similar videos too,
Mhm.
and then I'll watch with him, and then in the middle I'll just fall asleep. I'll just like be tired of it. I'm like, oh, this is so boring, and I go back to do my things.
No, I was so curious because, you know, I wanted to see which truck won.
Okay.
Because I like trucks and I like four-wheeling and I like stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't know if I
So
like
you're
watching them.
interested in it.
I don't know if I liked watching the how to lift the Suburban. But, you know,
I don't really
that's okay.
want to.
I now know how to do that. Even though I don't want to.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So see, there you go. That was totally not anything to do with
Yeah.
that.
Jump
you know.
out of the sewing zone, I guess. Should
Right?
not do
What I
sewing and
do
not think
in
about
my
sewing.
boring time on Sundays. No.
And then you have a lot of projects going on, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, there we go. That's funny.
Do you want to show a little bit of what you're working on?
Sure. So I have started working on this cute quilt. And these are my blocks. You got to make the 2 different sizes of churn dash.
Oh.
Isn't that adorable? And it's pretty fun. Like there's different ways. Learning another way to do these strips.
Oh, really?
Jenny teaches you a different way. So I'm like, that's fun.
Jenny is the,
Yeah,
Jenny
she's
is the
Missouri
parent
Star.
writer.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm using, is it Cinnamon and Sugar by Fig Tree? So I'm doing just the greens and peaches. So it'll be kind of springy and fun.
Did you decide to use that brown?
Yes, I am using the brown.
You are going to.
I think it'll be good because if you look at that, it'll be a nice.
Emphasize color. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
plus
see.
it's cute. I like the brown.
It's good. That's fun.
Can't steal my
And
pattern.
then the pin.
What else do we got?
We got some new stuff going on. New stuff. And let me put this away.
We always like new stuff.
So Shelly finished this, right?
Yes. This is one of those bench pillows, right?
Yes. And then I think she finished it as a.
So it's still
it is a.
yeah. You can use it as a pillow or
Or just a.
use it like the
A table runner?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this is how it should finish.
I mean, it's a great size for a table runner, too.
A lot of people are buying it because of Easter, and then I guess we have a lot of people who like soft colors.
Mm-hmm. It's really pretty. It is definitely soft. And I like the blossoms background with all the colors.
Sound like kind of birthday kind of colors.
Oh, yes.
Right? The confettis.
It does look like confetti. That's fun.
Really cute. So yeah, they give you all the instruction just like the other kit. The patterns inside, fabrics are inside as well. So yeah, you can still, I think the club is still open. You can still sign up. Or you can just purchase this singly.
Yeah, because we do have some kits.
Yeah. Oh, let's not put it away. Sorry.
We'll just slide it forward.
Okay. So last week we talked about paper piecing with VJ. And then I just thought it's really cool. They use, what's her name? Kimberly Jolly. She used this paper to finish some of her cross stitch. So your cross stitch will be in the middle.
That would be
like
cute.
A good focus. And just like these pillows.
That would be really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. And then it's not hard. You just get this paper out, get some scraps out.
Right?
And then you can you're good. Okay. Thank you. You can watch us. Sandy's behind the camera today. She's going to watch us.
Switch places.
They had a really busy shipping day yesterday. So I'm just going to let her take a rest.
Break.
I appreciate it.
Do you want to show your finish?
Sure. Where is it upstairs?
I think they're upstairs.
Okay.
But yeah. So I think it's a good idea. And then somebody like Robin who has a lot of cross stitch, get a stack of this and then finish on cute pillows.
Right? That would be cute. Because I've noticed that we've got a lot. It's very popular now to make the pillows for your bowls.
Yeah. And then a lot of them just finish even as a single pillow as well, I think.
Well, it's really cute to set it on your shelf or lean it against a vase and you're, sitting on your coffee table or
do people
whatever.
still like to frame? Do you still like to frame it though? Because I feel like if you frame it, you have to put it out, and then the frame takes a little space.
Right. So I watched. I think it's Crosshatch Quilting. I think it is.
Yes.
And she has the cross stitches, and she has a whole wall. And she changes that out for the seasons, and is always right behind her on her YouTube.
So it's like
it's gorgeous.
Room decor.
Yeah, so it's just beautiful. And I thought, I really like that.
A lot of them have like a variety of different finishings, Like, yes, Sandy's here. And then
I'm
just
gonna
get
sneak
there
in for a
room
second.
decor.
I'm looking a little shabby. It was
Shabby chic.
It was a little bit.
You have a lot of
a day yesterday.
responsibilities, so we understand.
So this is the finish for the March.
Do they
bowl
get like
cross stitch.
2 leaves?
So they get
They get 1.
a little shamrock.
Okay.
Only 1 because I may have pushed my daughter over the edge of it, and I asked her to do two for
What a
everyone.
sweetheart
She
was.
crocheted hundreds of these little shamrocks, and they're so cute.
They're
300
adorable.
something, right?
I think we're up to like 350 that she's done so far.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So
That's a lot.
you get your little shamrock, your little bit of greenery to go in, little postcard, and then the little girl.
I haven't
And
seen
this
these,
is the
and
little
they're
Irish
adorable.
dancer. So she's my little Irish dancer.
Oh,
I love that.
And then the little
And you
Irish
can
roll.
see her pink.
Because it's like St. Patrick's, but it's not in your face.
Yeah.
And I love that.
So, and the little sheep you can't really tell this far away, I'm sure, but it has a little quilt over his back.
Oh.
So, you see a little quilt?
Oh, yes.
That is adorable.
And then you use that fabric from the...
Yes, and this has the lyrics to the song, I think to myself, What a Wonderful World. Oh, Louis Armstrong. I've caught myself listening to that on Amazon Music a few times because I was just like, oh, that's
Good
such a beautiful song.
reminder. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, these
So
are
that
adorable.
is this month's Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch. So
I feel like every time you push yourself to do a little more, And then it's a lot.
I try. So yeah.
We can really give you a lot now.
Yeah, and Kathy orders keep coming in, people adding on, and she's like, when are you doing the cutoff? Like every day. But so it will cut off pretty soon.
Okay.
I have put a cap.
You have a number in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've capped it off, and we're close.
Okay.
So
does that mean it takes us longer time to ship as well?
Well, no, it's
Having
just
more
that
people,
at some point in the process, I've got to have a number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep okay, I need more February. I need more,
Oh yeah,
so
keep going back.
Yeah, can't keep going back to have them sewn and have them, because I've been sewing all the little.
I know
the
that.
You're
rolls.
the what?
I sew these.
Oh.
And so at some point I have to just say I know how many I have to do for each month. So
because we don't want to kill you off.
No.
We need
Well,
to keep
and it just can get harder to keep track of later on as the months. So if I don't just finally put a cap. So otherwise we get into June, July, and then we're like, now wait, we need how many more February? We need how many more March? So it will sell out soon.
Yeah, because when they keep signing up, you just if I sign up now, you'll have to ship
February
and March and a bowl
and Kathy's like yesterday, order more bowls. So more bowls are supposed to arrive today.
Nice.
So but they've all we've got a few we're shipping out this morning, but everything else shipped out yesterday, and
I'm so excited. I'm gonna get mine today.
And you want to talk about that one lucky 4-leaf?
Oh yes. So there is one 4-leaf clover in all the kits. Kaylee crocheted one that has 4 petals, and so if you get that lucky 4-leaf clover, you need to take a picture of it, post it on social media, Facebook or Instagram, and tag us at Pine Needles, Utah. And we will have an additional little surprise for you.
Yes.
And Emerald will share a picture of that surprise.
I'm planning to post it later this week or next week when you arrive when the package arrives to your house.
Yeah.
Nice.
So be sure to open your package and check your little crocheted clover, because if it's the 4-leaf one, and honestly, when we were shipping, I have no idea who it went to.
You just
because we are just packaging.
Right.
And I do know at some point I put it together. I'm like, oh, here it is. Here's the 4-leaf as I put the kits together.
Yeah.
And then they just went into the bin and it got shipped to whoever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could have been in store. Could have been shipped. I don't know.
Oh
that's so exciting.
Yeah, we're going through them. Yeah, we don't have time to be watching. Okay, that's the 4-leaf. That's going to those.
Yeah, because when you package them in the box, you don't even know when you put the stickers on.
Right. We're just packaging in the envelope, putting the sticker on.
Yeah.
Doing it all. So
yeah, watch out for that.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to
I will let you
run
go.
away and get upstairs and finish the last few ships.
Yes, because there's still a lot to do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandy. Okay. What were we talking about? I feel like I'm breaking these
you're in charge
all the time. Yes, I am.
Yes, you am in
we're
charge.
Talking about the finish.
Yes.
So let's talk about some new stuff.
Look how
You
cute
probably
these
see
are.
me and Robin showing these because we were playing with it.
When we took them, and because they're so fun to play with.
Love the retractable concept of these things.
Right?
Yes. So when I went to school in college, we bought this. I studied fashion design, so you have to measure your body, and then our teacher, assistant, whatever, they're just don't play with it too much. At the end, you won't be able to retract it. And then I think the first or second week, there are people's things already broken. So yeah, there you go.
Right? Because you just
it's
just one of those things that you just you want to play with it.
You don't even think about it. Yeah, you just keep playing with it.
It's just
So yeah,
super
they're online, and then they're separate. They're not separated by colors when you choose, but you can leave a comment if you want to buy them online to tell us the color.
To tell us which color you want.
Yeah, and then they're a good pocket size. So.
They're fun. Keep it in your purse.
Yeah.
Pull it out everywhere.
Do you guys really measure a lot though?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I probably measure more things at Home Depot than I do at the quilt store, though.
Oh, yeah. It's good to have this in your pocket.
Right, pull it out at Home Depot, be like, yeah, that'll work.
If you don't want a chunky one, here's it for you.
Right.
Let's talk about these fabrics.
These beautiful fabrics.
Yeah. This is by Amy Smart. I forgot the name, but it's
is it Portsmouth?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's just
I was like, Robin will like this.
Yes, Robin does like this.
You're like a 4th of July kind of girl.
I love 4th of July. I love America.
And then they're just soft tone.
Yeah, so you can do some of those. Haven't you seen all the different quilts that they've made, like the flags or different things where it's just like that beach washed.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Are you going to?
What, make this? Make something out of this? Make something out of this. Hello, look at it.
I know.
It's beautiful.
This is not like, this is like your rose.
Like it's the
pink.
red tones turned into pink, and you know how I feel about pink. I do like red too, though, so.
Yeah.
But look how cute. Like, look at this one with the little flags.
Yeah.
How cute is that?
And then the boat.
Right?
I remember when I was in Iowa, people watch like boat games or boat, whatever, in 4th of July. So,
and really who doesn't love like it's just so beautiful. I love it.
A good shade of 4th of July.
Well done.
Color.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So yeah.
Now you can buy
the whole bundle. I think the fabric's coming later. We usually get the pre-cuts before we get the bolts.
And look at that beautiful line.
Yeah. Over the weekend, I saw some people bought the whole bundle. I'm like, people really like this.
Have you seen the panel that goes with this?
No, I haven't.
There's the panel.
There's a panel.
The whole, because it has all the flowers of the states.
Yes, this is what I like.
And it has each flowers on the state, so it's a map. It's the whole United States.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's just beautiful.
I probably have seen it online or in somebody else's show. Yes.
Yes, because we sold one the other day. Look how sweet. This is just so cute. Look at these birds on here. And it's just so pretty. So nice. And you gotta love words. I love the words.
Just nice.
Just very well done. Look at these beautiful clouds. I mean, you could just create something so beautiful. Robin. I know. You got to show the pinks. You stole them from me.
I did. And the pink cloud, pink.
Just beautiful.
So yeah, I don't even know if you see half of the time because I'm not behind the camera today. So
right.
Don't blame me if
it's wrong.
I'll show a picture.
You can blame me. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. They didn't do nothing wrong. Anyway, so these are some new stuff we have in store. Come check out or go
look online.
Yeah.
Either way, right?
Yes.
So it's beautiful.
So I guess that's all the new stuff for today.
Right.
And then, so for our topic of this week, and because this is my husband's request of me making quilts out of old shirts. And then I saw what Robin made. We probably show a few episodes ahead before already, so you probably have seen it. So I'm like, you're a good company to talk about it.
Right, because I did my first one this year.
And then, that was your first one?
That was my first one.
I love your color palettes.
Oh, thanks.
It's just, they all go together.
Well, I had a friend ask if their daughter asked if she was a jazz dancer for the jazz team, the basketball team, and she wanted to have a memory quilt of all of her shirts and different things, like that she got every year. I can't remember how many. So that was all hers. And I'd never made the T-shirt. So I was like, hey, let's do this. Let's see what we can come up with.
So the first moment when you get all the shirts, you probably don't have that color.
Oh, no, I was so overwhelmed because, the jazz had changed colors several times on it. And she's like, let's put all the colors together. So I'm like, how the heck am I going to do that? And it was tag teaming, talking with my daughters because we'd gone up to Bear Lake because the boys were all hunting. And so we were tag teaming it and talking it out. And then I looked on Pinterest for inspiration. But what I came up with was nothing like what I had seen, you know? Oh. So then I was like, okay, what kind of blocks do I want to make? What sizes? Because I didn't want it to be the typical, you know, T-shirt quilt. I wanted it to be different. So I was like, well, I need all this. So I backed all the shirts first with the Shape Flex.
Oh, so you ironed it with
so I ironed that on before. Like, I cut the shirts out, like, pretty big and generic. And then I ironed this Shape Flex. So it's just a interfacing that you know, helps stiffen it up and kind of, like, keep it in its shape. Because, you know, knits, when you cut them, they don't stay in their shape. They roll up and that's why I ironed it on first. That's what Anna told, you know, everybody told me to do.
So you ironed it on before you even cut it?
No, I cut the sleeves off and I cut, you know, I made sure I took at least my big, like 12.5 ruler or, you know, whichever ones would fit really big around the design that you wanted to use. Because in the way you had options. Yeah. So I probably wasted more of this than I should have. But, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes. Because you don't want your knit.
Because you can't add to your knits.
Yes.
You know, but then I felt like it helped straighten them out. Like, I even ironed it on, like, jersey fabric, because she had a couple jerseys. I ironed it on the sweatshirt.
So you're really there was good sweatshirt. At making it. I was, like, avoiding it. Yeah. Avoiding why. So my husband gave me a stack of his old shirts. And then when I saw it, the material has elastic jersey or spandex in it. I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to cut it.
Right. Well, on some of those, you don't want to iron the front. So I ironed this on the back of all of them because I didn't want to go, because sometimes your iron will take the design off.
The what do you call it? The color
like
logo.
The printing,
logo print.
So you just iron it on the back, and then when I put the quilt together, because then when I put the quilt, I used all cottons with it, you know, and this will help make it hold its shape more like the cotton.
Yes, because we'll talk in depth into it a little bit. So thank you for your experience. So when you like put those colors together, your extra blocks, they're just our normal quilting fabric?
Yeah, just the regular cotton fabric. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah, because sometimes you think
you can't mix it.
In my mind, I think like if you have knit on this, it's easier to sew this with our quilting cotton because they have similar tension and one fabric doesn't pull the other.
Right. Like I found that I didn't even use pins. So what I did is I made everything either 3.5, 6.5, 9.5, or the 12.5, or 18.5, because they all go together.
Yeah.
So I could just lay it out on the bed, and then I just, but then I didn't have to pin it, because with this on it, they all stayed their shape. Like I didn't have any problems with this stretching,
So okay, I learned something. I didn't know the interfacing is enough for them to stay in shape already. Yep. That's why I say too. So remember I text her to bother her on her vacation. Asked her to share some of the tips. She said she just used interfacing, and then I asked her, how about, do you starch it? Because like even quilting with quilting fabric, some people will starch it. She's like, no, you don't need to. This will hold it in shape.
Yeah.
So and then I go into some research. There are like companies that makes those kind of things for you. You just give them your old shirts, and they'll tell you like what kind of materials are hard to work with, and then some of them are saying that canvas or denim are hard to work with, or like some down knitted items, which, to let you all know, most of our shirts that we're having, like T-shirt, short sleeve shirt, they are all, how do you say, knitted, not knitted, but like
they're knit
loops.
fabric.
They're knit fabric. Yeah, they're looping together. I didn't know that before I go to college. I just like my teacher was pulling out all the loops for us to see. Let me show you a little bit. So that's why they move a lot, because they're knitted. So you'll see these kind of fabrics. I'll show you. And then most of your logo shirts are probably this type of fabric too.
Yeah, I feel like.
But then like H&M shirts, they have more spandex, just because they need to fit more size of people, I think. So then this is from H&M, and then you can just see, you can pull like this. Then you know it has spandex or elastin. It just say elastin in it, which means all kinds of elastic type of fabric. They don't really tell you what all that goes into it. It's just like they probably mix them together sometimes.
Right?
Yeah. And then so let me show you. We're talking about knitted fabric, and then you can see they're all like, you can pull out like this. Then you know you're having a knit fabric, because most woven fabric, they're locked. They're like one and one fabric.
So kind of like a basket weave?
Yes. They're like basket weave fabric like this. They're woven. They're just locked. You don't get to
pull it apart like
everything. Yeah.
And then it was a big long.
Yeah. So it doesn't move too much like your knitted fabric. That's why everybody says to use interfacing, because our interface like this, they are woven. They're the woven fabric. So it locks your moving knitted fabric.
There you go.
Some textile 101.
There we go. Who doesn't love that?
I hated it when I go to school. Like, why do I have to know this? But it's cool to know. Now you know how to work with brown fabrics.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I learned. And so that is the whole reason we're talking about fabric moving, and then what kind of fabric you want to connect with your old shirts and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say? Sorry.
No.
Okay. And next point is the consistency. As long as you know your fabric is going to be the same kind of tension, the same kind of weight and condition, like how many times you have washed it, then I think you're safe. So earlier, contradict to the last point, I don't think it's necessary that canvas and denim are hard to work with. I think they're hard to work with just because how thick they are.
Right.
And if you want to join them with other woven fabric, then your normal quilting fabric is way thinner. That makes it hard to sew because you have one fabric pulling the other. Yeah. So I think that's the reason people are saying it. But then, if your whole quilt is a canvas, or denim quilt, then it won't be necessarily hard to sew, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have seen
keep it together. But there again, you still can mix it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be different.
Yeah. You can, if you want to take the challenge, and I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily challenging either.
Right.
I just think you have to have this. If you have knitted.
Yes, if you have the knit
together.
Yeah. Because you don't need to worry about your denims with this, but with the knits you would. But a good denim quilt is nice to keep in the back of your car for
camping.
For camping or picnics or anytime you.
Because they're like, some people likes it for the weight of it.
Yeah, because it's
like
durable.
Heavy blanket, weighted fabric, about weighted blanket. Sorry.
Right.
And then it's just, you don't have to care if it's dirty.
Right? Because it's denim, it'll clean up.
Yeah.
So which is good.
It's a good camping quilt for your idea. So I think we cover most of these points that I researched for. Do you have any other advice you have for people who start so like me?
Like, I wouldn't be, don't be afraid, you know, and like for me, it was
really encouraging for any kind of
right. Well, I just want us to all not be afraid to try something new, right? Because, you know, it's just good to try. I think it makes you exercise your brain, you know, and anytime you have to exercise your brain, it's a good thing, right? So, and don't get overwhelmed. Like I had gotten overwhelmed to begin with, and then it just took talking with my daughter, you know, and both of them, and them giving their advice. And then once it clicked in my brain, it was like, oh, I can do this.
So what did they say about it? Because you say it has nothing to do from what your inspiration pictures are.
Yeah, my inspiration pictures were framed, and then there was like one big center block, and mine didn't end up, I framed, I think 1 or 2 of mine to then get to the size that I wanted.
Yeah.
But most of mine were just the 3.5 inch squares, because we wanted the more color and the movement, you know, to it, because she wanted it to be about the jazz.
Yeah.
But then
I like
also,
the movement,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because
that it
has
kind of
different squares, and the color just has to flow to go. Sorry.
And that's the thing with the t-shirts. There's no rules. You can do whatever. You can turn it into a quilt block. Do like the center of an Ohio star, you know, or you can do 4 patches. You can do 9. You can just do whatever.
Yeah.
There's no set rules that says, you know, the t-shirt police are gonna come and come after you for making the shirt wrong. Like you know, but I think what's the funnest thing about why people like T-shirt quilts so much is the memories of it. Yeah. Because it takes like all your memory T-shirts from like high school or from whatever, your girls' dance competitions or whatever, and it puts it in one happy memory place. You know, and that's exactly what they do. And then I put Minky on the back of mine too. Oh. So that offered a lot of extra warmth.
Yes.
If you want to say, but I would just say, you know, just talk it out with someone if you can't, you know, and then look on the different places for inspiration. And then I would say just go for it. And if you're nervous about it, just go get a cheap t-shirt and cut it up.
Yeah.
And then that way you can get the feel for it and know what to do before you know, cut into your favorite high school jersey.
At least you know how to put different size of blocks together when you're I think when you're cutting it, you're thinking about, oh, how am I going to? So for the shirts that I got, I just found a free pattern on, I think, Art Gallery Fabrics. And then I'm just like cutting according to what they say, because all of the shirts I got are like the same size, and then there's the same type of shirts. But then if you have different size of shirts or like different logo you want to focus, then you can do what Robin suggests. Like she has all the different blocks in different sizes and colors. And I think that's harder because you have to think about, oh, if I need extra blocks for whatever color where.
Right. Yeah. And like what I did is I just grouped the colors together, and then I used, you know, just a bed and laid them out, and then I would place them. And then as I started getting more comfortable with it, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn this into a bigger block and then sew this together. And then it was easy to just add. And it's because I had the right measurements. And those were the measurements I was
go together.
Right.
You say. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones I was familiar with just from, you know, the regular quilting. But you can take someone's pattern. I mean, you could take this pattern and you could put, you know, your t-shirts in there.
However complicated you want, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Or you can just cut them all big squares the same size and sew them together, because really no one's going to care what it looks like, because it's a memory quilt. You know, you're going to be like, I remember running down that court and making that shot, right?
That's the best part.
Yeah, because then it's you know, you get to share memories with everyone. And
so when you say 3, 6, 9, and 12, is it because it's all multiplied by 3, and then that's why they go together?
Yeah, that's why they just all fit in. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
I learned something.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I think that's all for our topic today, making a quilt out of old shirts. Robin has a question for you guys.
Okay, I have a question. So I've been cleaning out my sewing room and gathering all my scraps together. I have bags of scraps and boxes, and I want to do something with them. So this last weekend, I ironed some of them out. And I was super excited about how much I got rid of. But now that I have them ironed, I don't know what to do with them. So I need your help. I need suggestions on what size I cut my scraps up to. Do I do strips? Do I do blocks? And then what do I do with them? Do you have any ideas for me?
Yeah.
So give me some ideas of what is most usable sizes to cut up your scraps, and then what should I do with them?
And then if they answer the question, are you going to try to do, like, if we saw some interesting comment, are you going to try some of
Oh, absolutely.
and then bring it
to
show?
I'll totally do it.
Okay.
So give me some ideas and I'll do it.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Keep watching for that. And I don't think we have.
Is that it for today?
Good. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week. Probably not me.
Probably not me either.
Hopefully.
All right.
But yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.